It hasn't been used in a while. Wait a couple minutes, let some people come through, slide through. What's up?
Because I like butter. We can use this one after.
Yeah? Okay, cool. Darlene, what up? How are you? Yeah.
Can you just throw some onions in the left?
Yeah. Well, what we're supposed to do technically is we're supposed to cook it down a little bit, season it, then add a line of onions and let the onions sweat into the meat, like on the side. And then once that starts to get a little bit translucent, then we season the onions and then we mix everything together. Because we really what we want is we want the sweetness from that onions to really like complement the El Pastor. We don't do the bottle marinade anymore. We changed the recipe of the El Pastor, and it requires more. It just has more. It's more like pasty than it is. I don't know. It's like a medium consistency. You know what I mean? Yeah. It looks better. Feels better. That's good, darling. I'm glad. Thank you. Okay. But I could throw onions down if you still want me to after. Okay. Just thought I'd offer. We'll put this on autofocus, do not disturb. Don't nobody talk to me. All right, here we go. We're making, look, I never even made this recipe before, but I've made shepherd's pie a lot of times. And we're gonna learn it together today, friends and family. Cool, thank you, Cheyenne. It's pretty, this beaut. What up, what up? Welcome to the HelloFresh stream. Yeah. Thank you. All right, so I'm sorry. I just see some flaws in things sometimes. So they want me to cut the potatoes in half. We're gonna heat it. We're gonna wash the produce, then we're gonna dice it up. They want me to dice the potatoes in half-inch dices. I've always made mashed potatoes this way, so we're making the whole potato because it's cooking consistently. I don't want inconsistent, tough pieces of potatoes. They need to be cooked evenly throughout the same. So, sorry, homies. We're not gonna follow that one. Okay, so the first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna wash and prep all our vegetables. Any of the dairy, I'm going to put it in a little bowl, put it to the side. The same thing with the protein, just so it's not sitting out. And we'll come back to it later on. So, cheese, sour cream, we'll leave that. And then the meat we'll put separately too. So, dairy on the bottom, and then the beef will go right there. Potatoes are going. I got a timer. Got 16 more minutes left on that. All right, so we're gonna wash these bad boys, peel them, dice them, all that good jazz. Yeah. Excuse me. So it wants me to do half moons on these, on all the cuts, which is cool. I can do that. Let's peel this bad boy first. Come here. Come here. All right. Ready? Index finger's gonna guide the peel, and I'm just rotating slowly. Look at it. That's how slow I'm rotating. Just like that. Hello. Capiche. Okay, bottom. A little bit on the top. Okay, peeled. We'll get both ends of this bad boy. It's all in the prep work. Yo, what up, Kenny? Cheyenne, can you do me like the hugest salad in the world? Can you run across here and grab some butter? Sweet. Okay. So they want me to do half moons on the carrots, which is cool. Just got to establish that middle part. Oh yeah. There it is. And we're good. Oh yeah.
Make sure the water off in the meantime.
Yeah, I got it. Yeah. There, I have cash in my jacket. Thank you.
This one?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll be back. Do you need anything else?
I think I'm good. Thank you though.
Salsa story is almost done.
Heard.
But I've heard that
We're making shepherd's pie. The HelloFresh shepherd's pie. Okay. Peel a carrot lengthwise, slice carrots 1/4 inch thick, half moons. 1/4 inch. Heard. All right, 1/4. Oh yeah. The very, very sharp knife. Fine dice the celery. Say less. The really white part right here is just inedible. Not a fan. A little bonus content while we're here. Okay. Carrots, half moon, 1/4 inch thickness, sliced. That one's not 1/4 inch. Oh yeah, it is. Dang, I had already cut it. Okay, I just cut these in half, and I'm just gonna finely dice them. I line them all up. The knife does the work. I keep my knuckles aligned with this so that if it slips, I don't cut myself. You guys ready? Here we go. Shazam. All right. Making a mirepoix is what they call it. The Holy Trinity: carrots, onions, and celery. Some little escuela knowledge for you. It's made in most traditional Italian and French dishes. It's what gives stock flavor, body, pot roast, roast beef, all that good stuff. It always starts with this, mirepoix. Didn't think I knew those things, huh? All right, what do we do with these bad boys? Finally chop these. Heard. As fine as it gets. Yeehaw. There we go. You're not fine enough. Get out of here. Righty. Cool. Thank you. Oh, you got that butter? No, I'm kidding. Imagine. I don't like that butter.
All of the butter is extremely
I know. I know. It's crazy. It's crazy over there. They're breaking the bank. Okay, now they want us to place the. All right, we did that. Psh, done. Place potatoes in a medium pot with enough salted water to cover it. So we're just boiling these bad boys. I'll throw a little bit more salt in the mix. Thing. Okay, we're gonna keep boiling that for 20 minutes. While the potatoes are cooking, they want us to cook off the carrots, salt and pepper, 2-3 minutes. Say less. Yeah. I'm gonna switch over. Okay. So some oil. Let's get it a little bit hot. We don't want it too hot, but we definitely want to get those carrots agitated right away. I think I didn't mix all this up yet. Barely. And the way that they want me to make the shepherd's pie, I'm going to do it to the best of my ability because I make it differently. Sorry, HelloFresh. It's a good cut. Oh, look at this one. Oh, I was going to say, just roasted myself. All right, friends, you ready? Here we go. Woo. Carrots. Boom. Salt and pepper. Let's get it. I just want to make sure all these little carrot pieces are broken down. Consistency. Awesome. Now they want us to season it with salt and pepper. I like to do coast to coast, so I'll just hit it. And I'll make sure that I see every little piece of carrot or whatever vegetable or whatever you're seasoning has a little bit of salt in it. And the same thing with the pepper. Oh, can you hear the sizzle? That's what you want. That's how you know your pan's hot enough. The flame's just like right above that eye. I mean, right below the eye. That's perfect because then it's distributing the heat evenly. You're good. There you go.
Thank you.
Of course. So this is the part where you really don't want to play with your food too much, as they say, as I say, right? You really want it to just cook, soften up a little bit, get a little bit translucent, right? And they want us to cook this for 2 or 3 minutes before we add the other ingredients. So we're really going to let it sit, but we don't want it to stick. So we don't want any color. We just want the carrots to soften up evenly. Cool.
Only want to toast over today?
Yeah. I got tamarindo too, so we can make that next after the cucumber runs out.
Okay.
All right. Now we're gonna saute it a little bit just to agitate it. See? Nice, vibrant orange color. And look, you see, they're not burnt. There's no like dark colors on it. We're not really trying to rush this dish. We're just trying to build off it. Carrots get soft. They're the hardest thing, so they're gonna take the longest to cook. Same thing with the potatoes, so that's why we're starting those right away. All the other ingredients will get soft over time, but the carrots, we really don't want to have like undercooked carrots with potatoes. All right, while the potatoes, well, let's see. Add celery and onions and a large drizzle of oil. Season it with salt and pepper and cook it for 5 to 7 minutes after. Okay. It is. Boom. Sounds great, smells great. It's all good. Huh? Yes, thank you. Appreciate you. All right, we're gonna, now that we just put it here on top, look, I'm just keeping the carrots on top so we could season the other vegetables evenly. Salt and pepper. And it says a big drizzle of oil. It's kind of a range, right? So we're gonna do the same thing with the salt and pepper. We're gonna zigzag it. All right? And all that's gonna do is just keep going down like this. You can hear the sound of the vegetables start to sizzle and incorporate together. It's great. A trick you can do to check if your potatoes are cooked, and it says it has about 55 seconds left, is you can stick a fork in them. If they're not fork tender, like if the fork doesn't run through it, they're not ready. These probably need like another 5 minutes, to be honest with you. So I'm just gonna keep letting them cook. While that's cooking, now I'm gonna start incorporating all this by sauteing it together. All right. And all these little celery, I just want to make sure all the pieces are broken down evenly. I should have cut a little bit harder. This is mine, so it's okay. All right, so we're gonna do let's do another 7 minutes on those potatoes. So already at 25 minutes, so we're gonna probably be 32 minutes on those potatoes. And then this, I just want to make sure it's distributed evenly. Good. Okay. So stir until veggies are tender. Tip: if veggies begin to brown too quickly, add a splash of water. Stir in garlic powder and thyme. So we got some thyme here and some garlic powder. Make it happen. Okay. Thyme. Smells great, dude. Oh my gosh. Garlic powder. Cool. Oh, yeah. Okay. So stir in it and cook until 30 seconds. Then they want us to add the beef to it. So I'm not going to add the beef to the pan. Let me tell you why. Because you want consistency on the cooks of the pie, the shepherd's pie itself. So we're going to cook it separately in a pan. And I'm going to show you a technique I use that's going to help it cook faster and more even. Okay. This is dangerous. Ground beef. Let's get rid of this right away. We don't want to be playing with it. Okay, so the trick is to make little quarter-sized balls. You want the pan to get hot, medium to high heat. You want the pan to get hot, and then you want to make little, like nickel-sized balls with the meat. And just keep going around in a circle. That's a cool trick, trust me. Because it all cooks and breaks down the way it's supposed to. So essentially what we're trying to do is get a sear on the bottom half of that steak. On the ground beef. And then break it down gradually. Also, it's always nice to cook the beef with the thyme and some garlic because it gives it that aromatic, rustic flavor. And just fill the holes with the rest of the meat. Just make sure they're a little bit of a solidified ball. That's a big boy. So we're going to try to get this meat to at least medium well before we add the rest of the ingredients. Awesome. And then the trick with this is to honestly just, we want to just keep pressing it down. We want to just keep pressing the meat down. We want to get all that excess water out of it. That's all we're trying to do, honestly. Let it render a little bit, solidify the little balls, and then we're going to turn it over and just keep doing it over and over again just to get that excess water out. You see that? It's a trick. Potatoes are still hard as a rock. We'll get there. We're timing it, don't trip. Everybody good so far? Cool. Awesome. So you see like all that beef, the beef has a lot of water content and fat in it. So that's the 7-minute mark. We're gonna go another 7. So we're at 32 minutes for these potatoes already. They're not ready yet. We're gonna cheat a little bit. We're gonna cover them. Okay. So as the meat starts to cook on the bottom, and it starts to harden up almost like a cheeseburger. You see how like at the outer rim, when you cook a burger on the flat grill, you could tell like the outer rim starts to form and cook. That's the same thing we're doing here, but we're doing it on a like much smaller portion scale so that we're just ensuring that the thickness of the meat and also the layer of the meat has the same consistency throughout. It has the same thickness, so it's cooking evenly in a pan, right? Think about that. We're making a burger in a pan, ground beef in a pan, and we're also getting any of that excess fat and water content out. This is ready to go. I don't want this to be too translucent, but we're good on this. It's pretty. Okay. So, I'm just gonna take another pan to drain with this one. I'm gonna turn this oven on all the way too because I wanna put the mashed potatoes on top of it and I wanna sear it with a little bit of cheese on top. Okay, you see how it has all that water content right there? So what we're gonna do is we're gonna flip the meat over with the spatula right now. Okay, it's a little bit of color there, which is nice. Like I said, we don't want to scorch it, cook it on the outside hard, and then the inside will be nice and raw like that. We don't want that. Okay, what we want to do is just cook it evenly. Cool. See, you see what I'm saying? If we were to do this in the middle of that, that would just turn into, we would just like waterlog all the vegetables because there's so much excess water and oil in there. You know what I mean? We don't want to do that. We want it to be its own separate entity, this be its own thing together, the mirepoix, and then we're going to complement each other at the end. Okay, so here's the part what I'm talking about. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get all that excess water and fat out of the meat, right? Just the natural stuff that comes out. Then I'm gonna take the spatula, I'm gonna press down with all my weight into my index finger, trying to get any more of that excess water out. Because that's just gonna make your meat's not going to have any flavor to it. It's going to be bland. And also it's just going to, like I said, waterlog all your vegetables. It's not going to be like a cohesive dish. It's just going to be soupy, meaty, basura way. Capiche? All right. Now, be a pie and cook. Ooh, these potatoes are getting close. All right. Okay, now I think it's a good time to season the meat with salt and pepper. Boom. And also, I did put garlic and thyme in there. I also want to put garlic powder and thyme in the beef because it just gives it an elevated taste, which is awesome. Heck yeah. Yeah, that's cool. Of course. All right, look at that. And we're not gonna add any oil to the beef itself because it already has like natural fats in it. So we don't need to add any oil to the pan. We're just gonna let whatever leftover juice that's in there, gonna moisten up the herbs and the spices so that we're not putting dry spices on dry meat. You guys understand that, right? So like as I'm breaking this down, you can see it's not, you make tacos at home, ground beef tacos at home. Sometimes the meat's not all broken down. It's just a good way to break it down that's more consistent. We don't want it to be perfect, but we definitely want some consistency because you can get some really fat pieces like this and it could be raw inside or a little undercooked to your liking, So just take your time. Everything's always pretty much into the prep of things and working into it. The rest is just combining everything together. Okay, so beef's cooking. Now it's saying that we need to add tomato paste and flour. Sounds fun. I'm not tearing nothing. I'm using these scissors. Add tomato paste and flour. Cook, stirring until thoroughly combined. 1 minute. Okay. I heard you. And flour. Sheesh. I think I'm only do 1 tablespoon of flour on one of those. Okay, tomato paste. This is real time stuff right here. Real TV. If we make mistakes, editing. Okay, tomato paste. Flour. I think we should just do 1 flour. 2's a lot. Yeah, that's good. Okay, work it all in. Break it down. We're almost making a bolognese here. Add some red wine. Oh, it's good. That's it. The potatoes should be ready. I think I'm gonna season it with salt and pepper one more time. All right, I'm gonna pull this off the burner just for a second so I can read these instructions. So now it wants us to pour 1/2 cup of water into the pan with the mixture, stir in stock concentrates and bring to a boil. Cook until mixture is very thick, 1 to 2 minutes, turn off the heat. All right, heard. Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna combine this now. Boom. Looking very, very good. Thank you so much. 1/2 cup of water. Cheyenne's coming in clutch. Okay, I want to just make sure all this is incorporated real quick. Looks good. It's the fanciest hamburger helper I've ever made. Okay. So basically what we're gonna do is we're gonna deglaze the pan. That's what the term is called. Where we're gonna get all that residual seasonings and all the good stuff that's kind of stuck to the pan, that fond, and we're gonna incorporate it by adding this beef base, this beef broth, and the water. So we're gonna just go on the outer rim of this. Oh yeah, it's the good stuff. It's like a beef gravy base. Thank you, Cheyenne. I appreciate that. All right. So now that beef base is on the side, we're gonna deglaze just on the side to really bring it out in a flavor. Okay. Nice. Now we're just trying to incorporate all this stuff together. That's a good looking pie. In a bowl. A bowl sounds great. Maybe like 2 bowls, to be honest with you. It's a lot of pie. Okay. Awesome sauce, right? So the pie is, they want me to season it one more time. Why not? All right. Shepherd's pie. And the potatoes, look at that. They're ready, fork tender. All right, I need a towel. We're gonna drain these bad boys. Awesome. Fine hot. There we go. Okay. So, how many pounds of potatoes do you think that is? Like 2.5?
Closer to
2 pounds?
Yeah.
Okay. So, 2 pounds of butter. 2 pounds of butter, imagine. It says 2 tablespoons of butter, which is an ounce. We're gonna do, yeah. We're gonna do 2 ounces. The stick of butter is 4 ounces, so we're gonna do about half of that. Okay. And then we're also gonna do we're doing all this in the pot, mind you. We're gonna do a tablespoon of salt. And then let's see what all this good stuff is. Sour cream. It's gonna be marvelous. I'm also gonna add a little bit of cream to that because that sour cream's not gonna do it. It's not gonna cut it. I just know potatoes need cream, salt, butter, for sure. And we're gonna heat up the cream separately. We'll probably do, let's say a cup of cream. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Beautiful. So while that's going, I'm gonna mash these potatoes down inside the pot. And then once I get them mashed enough, I'm gonna blend them with the hand mixer. But man, do they smell phenomenal. Let's hit it with some pepper too. Half a tablespoon of pepper. Yeah, maybe a quarter. It's a lot of pepper. excited. I might not even need the blender actually. It's so tender. Potatoes are perfect. Exactly. All right, make sure the cream's hot because what we don't want to do, potatoes are really tricky, right? The starch in them, if you add cold cream to them, they'll slow down and they'll get sticky real quick, almost like gum, like xanthan gum. But if you get the cream hot enough, it'll break through that and really incorporate the way it's supposed to. Let's try this. Looks great. Nobody wants gummy mashed potatoes. That is right. Well, that's really good. That beef base has a little alcohol in it. I can tell. It has like some kind of stout beer. All right, so we're gonna get that in there. We'll start with a little bit, half at a time. Remember, chefs, you could always add a little bit at a time versus adding too much. You can't go backwards. So this one ended up being half a cup because we're good to go. Heck yeah. I'm gonna have more. 6 ounces of cream. Write that down. Tastes great though. Awesome. All right. You guys ready for the final trick? So we're gonna put a little bit of oil in the bottom of this pan. Okay. I'm gonna take mashed potatoes. Right, a nice layer of them. We're gonna take the pan. Look at it. We're gonna tap it. Make it flat. Put some Parmesan cheese right on top of that bad boy. And that's going right in the oven. Wow. All right. Shepherd's pie time. That looks great, dude. It's been a long time, shepherd's pie, my friend, but we're here. We don't even need that other cheese. Save it for something else. These are going home with me. Don't think that I use the scissors and they're coming home with me. All right. I want to hear it. A little bit more time. A little bit more color. I got that bad boy cranked all the way up. So maybe like 5 minutes on the mashed potato topper. And then we're good. After that, it says enjoy and cry yourself to sleep. I'm gonna play the cleanup game too while we're waiting. Mutton pie. Reminds me of Fable. Would you like some mutton pie? see if this bad boy's ready for primetime TV. I don't think so. Wish I had a torch. I don't think it's gonna work in this oven, friends. Imagine. You guys get the gist of it, alright? Still looks good.
Didn't work.
No. I'm gonna let it go for a little bit longer because I really want it to work.
I would say this might take a while with that oven.
Dang it. And put
It's
this in
not
the
taking torch.
imaginary salamander that we don't have. Let me get a big. Give me a big quick, hurry. Imagine French onion soup like that. French onion soup crash the kitchen. Yeah, this is movie magic. Obviously, this is not going to be as hot as it's supposed to be, all right? Sorry. Sorry, friends. I have one at home. Yeah. For dabbing. For dancing, I mean. I'm gonna go buy one. All right, I'm gonna go buy one for the restaurant. Yeah. Yeah, maybe we'll brulee something. With cake pops? Oh yeah, that's a sick idea. Come on. Yeah, that's good enough. Ain't nobody got time for that. Okay. Shepherd's pie. Just slide this bad boy off. And we're golden. You guys get the gist of it though. Rustic. Still looks good though. Yay! Bam, bam, bam. Bam, bam. Sick. Right. Not too shabby. It only took me 48 minutes. Not bad. What up, y'all? Like, it got me good. It got me good. Yeah. Taste test, right? Imagine it's garbage. Yeah. No, I'm kidding. All right, here we go. All right. Dang, that looks good, dude. Low key. Look at that. You don't serve this at your local hospital. It's fire, dude. Might take a nap. Mid meal. It's fire, dude. I don't drink anymore, but I could tell like the alcohol it's in it. How? Nah, not even. Signature hot sauce? California Reaper pepper. Now I cry with every meal. Honestly, I think it's really good.
I told her you guys were gonna be back Tuesday.
Fresh thyme is better than dry thyme, in my opinion. And maybe just like a better cut of ground meat. Maybe like a little bit more on the lean side. The potatoes are great. Yukon Gold potatoes. You can't beat them. And everything else that comes with it. I think they add just like extra things to the kit. Assuming that somebody's gonna mess up or something.
Yeah,
Yeah, right?
that is literally
Nah, tripping. But here's the deal. If any of you all like what I'm doing here, if you have any recipes or videos or challenges you want me to do, I ain't scared of nothing, dude. We can do it together, live, make a video, whatever you want to do, we can do it. We will challenge the world. I am not scared. I have more than enough talented people that work here, and we'll go to war with anybody in the most respectful, fun way. Wagyu beef, yeah. In the next couple weeks, once we hire this other line cook, we're gonna start working on the tapas menu. The first thing I'm gonna make is a duck confit flauta. I'm telling you, dude, it's a game changer. Yeah, I know. I'll make the confit. I also want to do a barbecue pork torta, but like smash burger style. That sounds fire. Maybe some Napa cabbage. Pickled Napa cabbage, pickled serranos,
yeah.
right? Torta, maybe some queso chihuahua cheese. Just elevated. Even a charcuterie board. Right, I'm
I
done.
still think we should start with soup. I mean, it's probably going to have a nice
Dude, Mexicans order soup in the summertime. Yeah. 100 degrees outside, they'll order some soup.
I mean, I'm totally responsible for that as well. I'll get this whole later.
Yeah, dude. I should write the recipes for HelloFresh. I can help them out a little bit. We'll revise them together. Because I understand like it's very simple to follow, but if you don't have like the right tools, there should be like substitutions for things, right? If you don't have a zester, if you don't have a peeler, this is what you can do versus like, yeah, I understand like that's not their responsibility, but I would try to make things bulletproof so that you could pretty much make this, you know, if you're like at an extended stay and you have a kitchen, you know what I mean? The normal tools that would come with like like one of those live-in kitchens, essentials, living essentials.
Like instead of zesting a lemon, just add an extra tablespoon of lemon.
Yeah, anything that's gonna just help the process better, you know. But with that being said, I'm gonna take a break, guys. Thank you all for watching. I appreciate it. If you have any feedback for me, let me know in the comment section, or other food or anything that you want to make. Let's do it. Thank you so much. Bye, guys. Take care.